Hello, my fellow Americans. It's Carl Anthony. Just welcoming you to a wonderful, blessed, and giving Memorial Day. It's beautiful in Los Angeles, and I just want to wish everybody the best of time this past weekend and from this time on out till eternity. Also, I want to give a great thanks to the men and women of our armed forces who have gone abroad and have stayed home to give us all the freedoms we have today. I am the son of a former serviceman, so I understand. Now, of course, as Carl Anthony for president, you're a regular, everyday man president. We're going to talk about some regular, everyday things that go on with the military that really hurt me when I think about the military and the reality of it. Because, Joe Biden gets up and gives this little cute speech about, purple waves of grain and suns and leaning to the left and all that. And, Trump, same thing. They all get that same little garbage on Memorial Day. But you know what? We never talk about the reality of the military. I have lived in 5 to 6 different states. I have spent serious time in about 15 different states, and I've crossed thousands of people, and I meet a lot of military. I even spent a lot of time in Hampton, Virginia, where I was surrounded by it. Some of the things I noticed, and I want to look at some stats to verify my concerns about our men and women and persons fighting in the military. And this is the deal. 100 to 150 veterans commit suicide every year. So there's only 300 something days in a year, 365 and 150. So almost every other day, somebody has went out, been into our service, been in the care and protection of their life for us, commits suicide every year. That clear showing that we need more mental health care for our soldiers. Why don't they ever talk about that in those speeches? What else they don't talk about? 30% of all homeless people in America are veterans. That is 1 out of 3 homeless people you pass is a veteran. A veteran, why is there no housing? Why is there no boarding? Why are we using old army bases to take care of them? What is going on? Why are they on the street when they were willing to die for me? Following the commands of men who have a place to stay. Another issue we're going to deal with when I'm president. Lastly, I was thinking about the cost of almost wild wars, the Iraq War. We know what happened around it, the Afghanistan War. Do you know that 4,500 Americans have died because somebody killed 3,000 of us? So we already lost 3,000 Americans and we sent 5,000 more basically to die just to get revenge. And what revenge did we get? What success do we have? Mission is not accomplished. Carl Anthony for president is going to end all non-UN sanctioned wars. All this running around playing coppers is over, man. And when I'm president, I'm going to do a tour called the We Out Tour. And I'm going to go talk to all these guys, and if we can't work it out, we can't figure it out, we're shutting it down, we're selling all our equipment, and we're getting out of there, and I'm bringing that money back home to put into infrastructure and things for Americans here. No more paying for other people's freedom. That time is done. We've done our job. Let them take care of themselves for a few years. It is our turn. America first. So that's my main concern. And the 3 focuses of this I want you to remember is mental health. It's not being addressed. Of course, we don't have free health care, which nobody is talking about, which our military obviously needs better health care and better access to mental health, as most Americans need better access to mental health and care. Next, housing. How are these people on the street and whatnot? Now, of course, I'm glad that other people have places to stay at halfway houses that had drug problems, ex-crime problems, things like that. But I'm just like, wow, we have places for people that, have struggled and, didn't really have to go through as much as these guys went through from a war perspective. And these guys are on the street. It's just weird to me. And we have empty army barracks all around the country. I've seen them. They're just sitting there, waiting for somebody to use them. Government's got tons of empty grass to use to build homes on. They could take care of our veterans, get them off the street. I'm getting mad about that. I'm getting an attitude, guys. It's beautiful. Memorial Day. Lastly, the waste of life with these wars need to end. And that waste of life is also a waste of money, a waste of resources. These are men, women, fathers, daughters, and sons going away and not coming back, or coming back with a 30% mental health issue. Yes, that's another factor. 30% of our military has a mental health issue after coming back. A 4th stat I forgot to mention earlier. Ironically, 30% this, 30% that. It's kind of scary when you really think about it. So you guys, we got to get the healthcare straight. We got to get it taken care of so they can have someone to talk to. Because that's why I say, look who are some of these crazy school shooter or these street shooter guys are. A lot of them ex-military. Let's pay attention. They're upset about something. And then nobody's talking about it. They just want to take the bullets out of your hand and say, all right, figure out another way to rampage on people. But let's not talk about why are you rampaging? Why have you emasculated American men by sending them off to die and taking fathers out the home and sending them to jail for child support and got them fighting in the street over nothing because there's no jobs and money available for them? They can't even take care of a family. That's when America was great, when a man could take care of his family. That's when America was really great. Forget all the other trouble they had around when a man could take care of his family like it was Fred Savage in the Wonder Years. 2 kids, send them to school, send them to college, buy them a car, take a vacation every year. Remember Clark Griswold in Family Christmas Vacation? He was living his they was waiting on that Christmas bonus, and they stuck it to him. And that was a practice of what's been happening to us for the last 20 years as wages have stagnated since the 70s. You're making 1980 money, rich people are making 2037 money. You better wake up, because sooner or later, it's gonna be like the Hunger Games. Independent guys, screw both of these parties. They're both on the same team. They are not on yours. 70 to 80% of us agree on everything. All Americans, you hear me, conservatives? You hear me, liberals? You agree on 70 to 80% of everything. Why are you fussing over the intangibles that the people on the extreme are abusing and taking from you? So you remember, once again, enjoy this wonderful Memorial Day. Love your fellow Americans. Love the Americans that have put sweat, blood, and tears in the sands of foreign countries for your life and your freedom. You have your Jordans because of this. You got your little PlayStation 5 because of this. Respect them. But the men that tell them what to do, it's time we change that guard and really drain the swamp. Vote independent for every position across the country. Get rid of them all. Happy Memorial Day. I love you, America. And I'm about to get me some of this LA in me. I'm looking kind of good too, so I think it's going to be all right. Love you guys.